Good Thursday morning. Never a bad day when you're in the vineyard. And it's so cool this time of the year. I always say this anytime we're at the vineyard. Well, this time of the year, it's great to be in a vineyard. It's great any time of the year. Maybe not in the middle of winter, but now you're starting to see the vines come back to life. And we're going to be producing that fruit that we get to enjoy. I happen to be joined by a winemaker here at Creekside Estate Winery, Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Is this an exciting time of the year for you? Springtime?
It is, because everything's starting to come alive. It's like the beginning of a new vintage, a new season, and in Ontario, the growing seasons are kind of all over the map every year. So it's exciting to see, new growth and start thinking about what's coming ahead.
And the fall is fantastic, but it must be so busy too.
Oh yes, yeah. I just live here basically in the fall.
You're just going.
Yeah.
What's our friend doing down the vineyard here?
So he's doing some mowing, and he's going in between the vines and kind of shaking up the earth, getting rid of some weeds.
Getting rid of it because later on we'll kind of be building that back up.
Yeah, we want all the focus to be on the vines. We don't want anything else sort of competing for nutrients from the soil and water and that sort of thing. So just trying to focus on the vines right now. Yeah, in the winter time or just before the winter happens, we hill the earth up over the graft site of the vines to protect them over the winter. And then in the spring, we take it all down so that we can allow growth to happen.
Look at these little babies.
Yeah, I know.
These little guys. Look at there, right there.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
It's got to be cool to kind of see the evolution from season to season of these guys grow. Okay, what kind of grape?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc. Okay, so what are you guys known for at Creekside?
We're known for Sauvignon Blanc. We're known for Syrah as well, and some bigger, bolder reds, which most people think you can't do in Ontario. But the key thing about making wine in Ontario is finding the right site for the grapes that you're producing.
Why is this? Where are we actually? Let's get that set.
So we're in Jordan, Ontario. Okay. This is the Creek Shores appellation. And this is like a kind of a moderate site, a little bit cooler sometimes. So it does particularly well for us for Sauvignon Blanc. Really crisp, really zesty wines. And then we have another vineyard in St. David's, and that's where we do Syrah and some of our bigger, bolder reds that require a little bit of a longer ripening time, and you get that there in that site.
You know what I love is a Sauvignon Blanc bubbly.
I have one.
No way.
I brought it to the vineyard.
We didn't set this up before at all.
Definitely not.
Okay, what do we got?
Okay, so we call this our backyard bubbly because, the vines are in our backyard. And it's also maybe best enjoyed in your backyard.
All right. And how come you chose to use the cap?
Because it's fun. And this is meant to be a fun, easygoing, refreshing style of bubbly. This isn't meant to be a serious, contemplative wine. It's fruity, it's fun, it's bubbly.
Stop it.
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
There we go. Yes.
There. Okay.
Pour a couple of those beauties out because we're going to enjoy this.
Woo.
Yes. And we're going to enjoy a Syrah. Yes, we're going to enjoy some pairings here at Creekside. We're just going to enjoy because it's Thursday. It's a beautiful sunny day at the end of May, and things are coming alive in wine country. Great to be here. Take that. We cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy. Good morning. Welcome back to Creekside Estate Winery. And some people would say that I'm a wine thief because I will never turn down a delicious bottle, and hence why we have a thief to help us steal some wine from one of the barrels here at Creekside. Great to be back with winemaker Yvonne. What are you pouring us here, Yvonne?
So this is some Syrah from the 2020 vintage that's in barrel still.
Okay.
We've just started looking at these now to build. We do a multitude of Syrah wines. So we've just started tasting our barrels from 2020 to kind of differentiate where things are going to go. So this barrel is likely going into our broken press Syrah that we make, which is our reserve level wine.
Is this a daily thing that you would do? Pulling wine out of these barrels, giving it a smell, giving it a taste? Would it change Daily, weekly, monthly?
Oh, it'll change quite a bit. And I mean, I don't taste wine every single day, but it's part of my job. So yeah, and it's really neat to see the evolution because, you know, red wines take a fair bit of time to make, right? Like this is from 2020 vintage. It's been sitting in that barrel since like November of 2020. And we're just starting to look at possibly taking it out now. So
can we
watching the evolution.
Can we go through it together?
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you...
so to me, this has some nice dark fruit on it, like blackberries.
That's what you want from Syrah?
Yeah, Syrah, you know, you get different character year to year, but you often get dark fruits, sometimes red fruits. The key sort of differentiating factors of Syrah is a bit of a pepper note. Can either be white pepper or black pepper, and kind of a meaty note. Like think like smoked meat or bacon. There's kind of like just a background.
The color is really dark.
It's pretty dark, yeah.
And that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sip time?
Yeah, let's drink it.
Okay.
So
dry, like it's like...
Yeah, the tannins are still quite big.
Right.
And 2020 was kind of an epic year here in Ontario, especially for red wines. So this is one of those wines that is built for aging.
Okay. So how much longer do you think?
We're looking at pulling this out later in the summer, and then it'll probably get some time to age in bottle after that. Awesome. So it's a long process.
Can we talk about where we are?
Yeah.
We even mentioned like that's kind of, this is a dream in here.
Right? So this is our barrel cellar, completely underground. So all of the temperature and humidity down here is just natural because we're underground. So it kind of moderates everything. It doesn't get too hot in the summer. In fact, it's kind of a nice respite when it's really hot outside to come down here and work.
Anybody seen Yvonne? Yeah, I bet you she's in the cellar.
Exactly.
Trying wine.
And then in the wintertime, it's cool, but it is part of the style of our wines, and you know, plays a role in how our wines age down here. And so it kind of slows things down. If you think like, you know, microbially and that sort of thing, heat speed things up.
That's a big word.
There's some science in winemaking.
I know there is.
A little bit.
I don't do that though. We just sip. Which one is this one that we have here?
This will be our broken press Syrah.
Okay, that's 2016. All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to go into the retail shop and show off a few of the other bottles because there is some available at the LCBO, and then we'll do a little pairing with some of the eats that you have here when we come back to Creekside Estate Winery. Yvonne on Morning Live. It has taken me all morning here at Creekside Estate Winery, but I found the creek. This is the creek that it's named after. Yeah, just a little bit of information when you come here. You can say that Tim told you this is the creek. Yvonne?
Technically, the creek is down there.
The creek's down there. Okay, so when you
but this is like a nice little pond.
Well, this is tranquil. Maybe
it
is
is.
The word.
It's very soothing.
Soothing. Winemaker Yvonne from Creekside. How long have you been here for?
I've been here for 15 years.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, quite the journey.
Well, sometimes you don't. Do you see winemakers staying at spots for long periods of time?
It varies. Some places they do, some places they don't. I think for a while there was like, you know, a trend to kind of move around a lot. Right. And in the last little bit, people have kind of like stuck where they are. It goes up and down, really.
Because then you really get to know the lay of the land. You get to know the land.
Yeah, I've really gotten to know the vineyards here and all the styles of wine that we make. It's just sort of like, you know, regular knowledge to me now that I've been here so long.
Okay, so out of these four, do you have a fave? Do you have one that you actually grow the grapes on this property?
You're like asking me to like pick a favorite child here.
Yes, what do you got?
So all of these
questions here, hard-hitting Bolen.
All of these wines are a blend from various vineyards throughout the region. So we have our own vineyards, but we also have some contracts with other growers. And those are growers that we've been working with for about as long as I've been here. So we know them really well. They produce really great quality stuff. And so we for these wines here, we have a blend throughout all the region, which adds to the complexity because there's so many different microclimates within Ontario, within Niagara.
You don't think that. You think Niagara region is all the same, but
Yeah,
it's so different
it's
even
so-
within this like little area.
Yeah.
So the question to the answer is?
Oh man. Okay, so like this time of year, I'm on to the Sauvignon Blanc,
Sauvignon
Rosé.
Blancs.
Like, let's
Okay.
get some fresh
There
stuff
we go.
going.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't get an answer.
I know.
Come on. Okay, so this is Creekside Deck.
Yes.
Right? What happens up here?
So we have Chef Josh here.
Josh, what's up, buddy?
Friday to Mondays, cooking things up here. It's a great place to hang out and just chill and have like some nice eats, have a glass of wine, listen to some music. It's kind of a vibe.
Well, there is a vibe with the creek and I was gonna say a weeping willow,
Yeah.
some sort of foliage behind us.
Yeah.
And then there are events that are happening too.
Yeah,
right?
so we call it the Creek Easy. So every second Friday throughout the summer, we have wine cocktails on the deck. We also have the Marin Terre event, which is great if you love oysters and that sort of thing. A lot of things happening throughout the summer because this is the time when we can do all this stuff and do it outside.
Cool.
All of that's on our website.
Nice. We'll do that. We'll put the website up and we'll do a little pairing because
Yeah.
I just like to test you, Yvonne.
Okay.
And ask the hard-hitting questions. But you're achieving all the goals, and Josh is achieving our goal of putting a delicious burger together. Oh my goodness, we'll get into this burger when we come back to Creekside Estate Winery on Morning Live. My boy, Live Eye Luke, loves setting up the perfect shot, and I think he's got the perfect shot down. Good morning, welcome back to Creekside Estate Winery. We're on the Creekside deck with some delicious eats, with some delicious rosé, with some delicious company from Yvonne. It's been great hanging out with you all morning.
So awesome.
She's the winemaker here, so knows a lot about Creekside and a lot about the eats, and I don't know. You know a lot about everything, which
I
we
do.
like to talk about, including this rosé. Okay, so what do we got with the rosé?
So this is our 2021 rosé. This is a blend of Pinot Noir and Pinot Grigio. So you get a little bit of skin contact and then straight to the press and then fermented like a white wine. So we're really just trying to keep those like super vibrant fruit flavors coming forward, crisp, clean, refreshing. To me, I mean, rosé should be drunk all year round, but it's a summer.
It's a
summer drink.
thing.
Like you can't have summer without rosé.
You got the charcuterie, you got the burger, you got everything.
So
Why do you think, like, honestly, rosé, the past how many years has really kind of exploded?
Yes.
It was never a thing. It was never, I don't know, I hate to say it was never really a guy thing because of the color. But it doesn't matter
It
now.
doesn't matter. It so doesn't matter. It's for everybody. And we're really starting to see that with like the people that are drinking our wines. But the great thing about it is that it can pair with almost everything.
Yeah.
So like all the things that we have here from our deck, you can drink with rosé. You can drink it with a burger. This wonderful winemaker salad that's got like some quinoa, some beans. It's a bit heartier. And then, you know, one of my personal favorites with rosé is the charcuterie board, which is also super popular right now. And just awesome, you know, get your friends together, sit outside, have some rosé, have some charcuterie. It's amazing.
The color on this is a little darker.
It's a little bit.
So what's that based on?
So that kind of has to do with how long the grapes or the juice is in contact with the skins. All of the color from red wine and rosé comes from the skins. So if you were to just immediately press a red grape, you might get sort of like a white juice. So we give it a little bit of contact with the skins to get some color. You do pick up a little bit of tannin. It's finding the right balance. But you're also getting some of the flavor from the skins. To me, this is all like berries and cherries and strawberries and
It's an explosion in
melons.
your mouth.
There's like a watermelon
Explosion.
thing that I love.
I'm so bad too, because like I don't know. You put it in your mind, but then when something goes in your mind, like the inception of you saying watermelon, I'm like,
It's true,
yes,
it's true. It's influential,
there,
yeah.
It's there. Okay. I love how we're drinking and enjoying Josh's fruits of his labor, and he's just over there working hard.
Me
Josh,
too.
Great job, buddy.
You guys.
Awesome.
Thanks, Josh.
So Creekside Deck open
Friday to Monday
Friday
throughout
to
the
Monday.
summer, yeah.
Okay.
Great place to be.
These are the type of eats that you can have. These are the type of drinks you can have. Where can you get this actually?
Actually,
Is this LCBO?
So this is LCBO. So if you can't make it here, I mean, I suggest that you do, but if you can't, you can head to your closest LCBO and it's there. So you can enjoy it at your house too.
Wealth of knowledge. Appreciate it. Great time.
Anytime.
Cheers. Creekside Estate Winery. Our morning live.